Part 2, here we go. So we just had two index laws and we got two more to go. One of them's easy, really easy, but just watch for tricks because they do come up. But you'll be happy to know one of these is actually quite easy. So let's start with it. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. Seems a bit counterintuitive, but it is always true except the number 0. But we're not going to ask questions on that. 0 to the power of 0 isn't 1. But every other number, you get 1. So if I had a billion to the power of 0, I get 1. If I had, let's say, 3 million to the power of 0, I get 1. If I had negative 2 to the power of 0, I get 1. No matter what I do, I'm going to get 1. Now, we can actually explore why, and I'm going to do it. We don't need to know why. You just need to be able to do it in a test, but it's always good to know. And I'm sure a couple of us are wondering, because it doesn't quite make sense on the surface. Let's choose some easy numbers to work with, and we can show why. So let's say 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 2. What does that look like in expanded form? Well, it's 2 times 2 times 2. Remember, division is over 2 times 2. And then what I can do is start dividing. So that divided by that, and that divided by that. I'm left with just 2 to the power of 1. I'm going to use that principle. That's an example from last lesson, and we're going to prove that any number to the power of 0 is 1. So let's say I've got 3 to the power of 5 divided by 3 to the power of 5. And another way to get 1, by the way, is 3 minus 2, as we might remember from last lesson. So 3 to the power of 5 divided by 3 to the power of 5. In expanded form, that is going to look like this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 over, well, the same thing, isn't it? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. We're going to notice that those cancel, those cancel, those cancel, those cancel, and those cancel. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3. If we get lots of 1s times each other, we still get 1. Using our index law, 3 to the 5, 3 to the 5. Remember, I do 3 to the 5 minus 5, which is 3 to the 0. Another way to think about it, let's say 3 to the 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals 81. 3 to the 3 equals 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. How do I get from there to there? Well, you divide by 3. 3 squared equals 3 times 3 equals 9. How do you get from 27 to 9? Again, divide by 3. 3 to the power of 1 is just a 3. How do you get from 9 to 3? Well, divide by 3. And so if I divide by 3 again, well, what's 3 divided by 3? It's 1. What's one more power less than this? 3 to the 0. So it's counterintuitive by looking at it, but if you actually do the examples, it works out every time. So any number to the power of 0 is 1. The other index law we're going to do is a bit trickier, but also very easy to show. So we call this one the power of a power. Let's say I've got 2 to the power of 3 all squared. Well, when something is squared, we times it by itself. So 2 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of 3. Because I'm squaring it, I times it by itself. But I can still expand this as well. Each one of those is 2 times 2 times 2. That is not a 2. And then this one is also 2 times 2 times 2. And they are multiplied together. So then when I put it in index form again, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's, so 2 to the power of 6. Now I'm sure if you pause the video you can figure out how to get from these two numbers to this number. So pause it, have a think, we'll go from there in just a minute. Alright, multiplication. So 2 to the power of m, all to the power of n, is the same as 2 to the power of m times n. And I'll just write our other law here that we need to remember. 2 to the power of 0 equals 1. Those are the two things from this lesson. Alright, we're going to do some quick examples. So e.g. simplify, let's say a 6 to the power of 0, b 4 to the cubed, and then let's put that to the power of 5, and then let's say 7, I shouldn't use algebra, should I? 7 times 3 to the power of 0 minus 4 times 5 to the power of 0 plus 6 to the power of 0. Alright, first up, real easy, 6 to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Done. 4 to the 3, then to the power of 5. Well, I multiply the indices in this case. 3 times 5 is 15. So I get 4 to the power of 15. Alright, last one. Let's do this bit by bit. 3 to the power of 0 is 1. 7 times 1 is 7. 5 to the power of 0 is 1. 4 times 1 is 4, so minus 4. 6 to the power of 0 is 1, so plus 1. 7 minus 4 is 3, plus 1 gives us 4. Done. Have a go at Class Kick. I'll be on Zoom to answer your questions, and then have a go at the exercise in the email. Enjoy!